They're both famous or rich, or they appear that way, but they actually don't got it like that. And God's trying to move them over to you because he wants to teach them some hard lessons through you. He wants you to be like a catalyst or something to them. Their lives are steadily falling apart. Like now these two are looking at you to save the day, but why do they look at Sagittarius to save the day? Because they want you to save the day, but you see, they're going to have to earn that from you. If you decide to engage with either one of them, they're going to have to earn it. You know, this isn't a free collect 200 monopoly. No, hell no. They're going to have to earn that from you. They have seen or heard of you from somewhere, whether that's social media or through an acquaintance. Like, they know of you. Could have looked at them like, wow, so-and-so, you know, this Taurus, this Cancer, like, they're really doing their big one. They're really out here living it. But in actuality, they are struggling with their debts. They're struggling with maintaining their position of power. And people are driving by, people are thinking they should just show up to your place with an engagement ring and move in. And, you know, I'm not going to get into too much into that, but a lot of these celebrities don't actually have that money. Like, a lot of it is just credit. Some people, yes, they want to marry for love, but most people, they're not just marrying for love, they're marrying also for money, for stability, for structure. Like, when you both cross paths with each other in that lifetime, it was... Hello Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Starseed Tarot here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the soul tribe. We have a read for you guys. Okay, this is a love read. It's a general read. Take what resonates. Only with those behind. Cross-watchers are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support. I'm going to follow that out of the way. We're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders. Guide us in this read for my Sagittarians. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So, what's going on here? My Sagittarians, what's happening? We have number 4 on the side, Emperor on the side. Aries, Mars getting ready to station direct. Here we have here we have the moon. So I want to say number, that's interesting. The moon card is what number? Is it card number 18 or 19? You see, once we get to the end of the major arcanas, that's where I start to... The early history of the tarot. Oh, this is not the book that I needed. What number is the moon card? Number 18? I want to look through the tarot deck, but at the same time I don't, because I don't want to look through all the cards. We have Gemini, the Lovers. It's either 18 or 19. So we have Gemini, the Lovers, Magician, Mercury in transit. What's at the bottom? 7 of Swords. So with the moon on the side, we have Chariot on the side and the moon card. But Chariot is card number 7. 7 of Swords and Judgment, okay. 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers. Well, there's definitely... Oh, there goes my throat chakra. There's definitely some type of love thing that's about to go down here. 2 of Cups and King of Pentacles with a Taurus. Is a Taurus man or a woman? Spirit says yes. Y'all about to be with a Taurus, Sagittarius? Chariot. So there's the Chariot. Page of Cups. It's a Taurus here and a Cancer. 5 of Pentacles. Both of these individuals are struggling financially. You know what I get? It's a Taurus and a Cancer here, and they appear wealthy. They appear affluent, but they're actually facing hardship right now. I feel like both of these individuals, I don't know why, but I get like they both could have been famous, or they both could have like had the spotlight on them at some point or another. Like they could have really been going places, and a lot of people could have looked at them like, wow, so-and-so, you know, this Taurus, this Cancer, like, they're really doing their big one. They're really out here living it. But in actuality, they are struggling with their debts. They're struggling with maintaining their position of power. So that's why the moon on the side, not everything is as it appears. The moon card, yeah, 18. I knew it. I knew my intuition. Like, but I always forget, like, the last few. The last few of the major arcana. Yeah, the moon on the side, 18. 18 can be a strong number in numerology. You have 8, the infinity symbol, right? But then you have number 1, manifestation, the power of manifestation. But then it's on the side. 18 on the side. These two, they appear wealthy to the public, but in actuality, do they have that wealth? You know, those celebrities that lost their home and then they're making GoFundMe. And people are saying, well, why are these celebrities, you know, they lost their home in the fire. Why are they making GoFundMe if they are a millionaire, if they have this net worth in the millions? Why do they even need to ask for this money? And, you know, I'm not going to get into too much into that, but a lot of these celebrities don't actually have that money. Like, a lot of it is just credit. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. A lot of celebrities actually don't really have it like that. They're actually broke. They're actually leasing a lot of those cars, those homes. Like, if you look at some of these celebrity home tours, you can tell that it's staged. You can tell that, like, the interior design is not what that actual person would put. Like, there was that one dude, I forgot his name, but he's based in the UK. And they were showing a tour of his home, and I was just watching this, and I was like, this is the fakest ish. You see, I wasn't born yesterday. I was not. You know, one thing about me, that's why these sociopaths and narcs and whatnot, you know, they hate Leo. They just hate. Leo is the worst enemy of narcissist sociopath, because we can just, you know, those lioness senses, we just smell that ish. Like, I was watching it, and I was just smelling like something doesn't smell right here. And the spirit told me it's staged. It's not his actual home. It's just something they stage and they say they live there. But it's given to them by, like, the company, the corporation, whatever, the conglomerate that they have signed a contract on with. And it's just for appearances. Like, a lot of these individuals, they don't actually have it like that. And it could even be, like, some of these celebrities are even being told by whatever corporation that they have signed a deal with that they're not going to be recompensated when it comes to the losses that they have experienced in those wildfires. I'm just saying, like, not everything is as it seems when it comes to these rich or famous people, quote unquote. Not everything is as it seems. And this is one of those things where it's like, it's a Taurus here, it's a Cancer, you know, these two could have been modeled. Very attractive man, very attractive woman, fit, could have had, you know, a massive following, could very much be in love with money, everything money. But these two, they have caught eye of you, Sagittarius, and they feel like you have a real cornucopia. They feel like you have a real energy. And you see, some people, yes, they want to marry for love, but most people, they're not just marrying for love, they're marrying also for money, for stability, for structure, for the bloodline as well. Like, it's, you know, this is something that even ancient individuals would practice as well. While, yes, some of them would marry based on beauty, you know, the energy and the love that they felt towards someone. A majority of kings and queens in our history have married specific individuals for specific reasons, not just on love. So here we have a Cancer, and you could have gone to school or grew up with this person, Page of Cups. This Taurus, on the other hand, I feel like you don't know this Taurus just yet. Like, the two of you haven't interacted like that just yet, but I feel that they have seen or heard of you from somewhere, whether that's social media or through an acquaintance. Like, they know of you, you know, and they want to fly out to you with this Ace of Swords. I definitely get this individual lives far away. Two individuals that just They share a lot of similarities, but they're also different in their spiritual nature. So why is this coming up, Spirit? I need to know more information. What's the deal here? What is it with these two? What is it with this Taurus? Tell me about this Taurus. I heard Korean. This Taurus could be Korean, or they could be part Korean. Ace of Wands, yes, Spirit saying yes. This Taurus wants to message you, declare themselves to you. The Tower, Six of Wands, they want to have a connection here with you. Some of you, it's also a lot of passion, a lot of desire, like they want to have nookie with you. You have past life stuff with this Taurus. That's why it feels like a spark. This past life stuff here with you and this man or this woman. Two of you definitely parted ways in a not so great fashion. Things did not pan out in the past life between you and this Taurus with the Eight of Cups here. It was very emotional, heartbreaking. But the passion, the love, the affection, you both find each other beautiful. Like when you both cross paths with each other in that lifetime, it was instantaneous, like a spark. You both found each other precious, beautiful. You both lit up that fire within each other. So this Taurus, once they caught wind of you, once they saw you, it's like they remembered. They remembered all about you in that past life. What about this Cancer? This Cancer, yeah, this Cancer's name could be Miguel or Michael. Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. They feel like you're doing good. This Cancer knows of you. Either you guys used to work together, you went to school, or you were in church together, but they know of you. But a lot of people see this Cancer as successful. But this Cancer is stressed over the finances. What's going on? Like, why are they looking over at my Sag? You know, I hope they're not looking for, like, money here. King of Swords, Ten of Swords. These two were not ordained. I feel like both of these individuals at some point they were famous, or they were artists, or they were on their way to becoming famous. Or they're social media famous, something like that. But they were not initially ordained by God to have that position. Like, they got to where they are today, but not through divine means. Like, they did it through acts of selfishness or greed, this desire for power. I have to be honest, both this Taurus and this Cancer, they got to where they are today because they desired power above all else. Power, wealth, influence, money, sex, okay? They wanted all kinds of earthly pleasures, to both of them. They wanted to be on top of the wheel, but that's not just what God wanted for them. God wanted them to do spiritual work, to come into their spirituality, their divinity. Seek first the kingdom of God, and then everything else will be provided for you. Everything else will be given to you. That's what God wanted. He wanted them to find the magic within themselves. They ain't find it. So here we go. Is Sagittarius going to come in and save the day for these two? Find out in next week's episode. But I feel like you're not going to want to be dealing with this ish. It doesn't matter if they were both famous at one point or another. If everybody wants to be with these two, you know, like, oh my goodness, they were on the magazine covers, they were biggest YouTuber, you know, TikTok or whatever. Like, everybody wants to be with either one of these two, but then it's like, God wants to send them your way so that you teach them a lesson, so that you punish them, so that you be their karma. Some ish like that. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Eight of Swords, yeah. Four of Pentacles. Y'all not going to want to deal with either of these two. Three of Cups. But you're going to find yourself in a love triangle here with both of these individuals, because they're both. The both of them are coming after you. They're struggling, you know, if it's one thing. Look, toxic relationship. Oh, Sagittarius. This is the moment where you get to teach some individuals some hard as fuck lessons. Excuse my language. But this is where some people, they're going to have to learn the hard way. And you're the right one. You are. Toxic relationship between the lines. Here we go. Here it is. These two, unfinished business and legal matters. I feel like this Cancer got married in secret, got married behind your back, and they don't want nobody to find out, but they got married for some type of financial gain. Whatever this Taurus and this Cancer have been doing, it's just not working. It's not working. Their lives are steadily falling apart. Like, now these two are looking at you to save the day, but why do they look at Sagittarius to save the day? Because they want you to save the day, but you see, they're going to have to earn that from you. If you decide to engage with either one of them, they're going to have to earn it. You know, this isn't a free collect 200 monopoly. No, hell no. They're going to have to earn that from you. And they're going to have to put their part as well. Like, if they don't pay their share of the rent, the water, the heat, the bills, well, then they're not going to get that nookie. That rent, you know, if that rent, their part of the rent isn't paid, then they're not going to get that intimacy or that passion. Like, it's going to be some hard as FUCK lessons that you're going to be having to give these two if you decide to engage with either one of them. Seven of Cups. Like, this is annoying, but at the same time, like, I understand, but at the same time, it's also annoying, but at the same time, it's just like, why? But when people are put in a situation where they feel like they have to do what they need to do to survive, they're going to look for the easiest outcome, the outcome that has least resistance. They're already stressed. They're already in panic mode. So these two are looking at you. They feel like you're doing well. They feel like you're having a good time over there. So they feel like maybe they can retreat over to you and they'll be able to survive. Some of you, there could be even a third person. It could be another Taurus here as well. What is going on with these Taurus? I know this has to be unhealed Taurus, because Taurus is an abundance sign. Same with Cancer. Cancer is the 4th house. Has to do with our family life, our home life, everything. They tend to have nice things. So these two, they done goofed hard in some way, shape, or form. And now they're looking at you as the escape plan. But you see, I feel like Spirit is warning them. Like, if you think you're going to go over there to Sagittarius and it's going to be a walk in the park, you got another thing coming. And I think this read, this is the message that Spirit doesn't want anybody walking all over you. If you like this Taurus, you like this Cancer, that's great, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let them play in your face, because they both want to see how much they can get away with here. They do. They both want to test. They want to play the game. Triple H, WWE, they want to, you know, it's all about the game and how you play it. It's some hard-headed. These are two hard-headed men or two hard-headed women. And you're the one that can really give it to them. Here we have anxiety and party. Yep, popping bottles, celebrating. Somebody here could have a hidden family. Yeah, one of these individuals, or both of them, could have been like a famous artist, a singer, songwriter, dancing the night away at the clubs or performing at the clubs. Yep, liquid courage, fated meeting, home. You know, like, I guess now everybody has everybody's address. Everybody has hacked into everybody's phone, and now everybody has everyone's address. Everyone has hacked into the iCloud account or into the Gmail account, because everybody knows where y'all live. And people are driving by, people are thinking they should just show up to your place with an engagement ring and move in. You know, buy your love, essentially. But I don't know about all this. You know, this is just like, they've been secretly crushing on you. They've been secretly wanting to be in love with you, in a relationship with you, having nookie with you and everything in between. But look, they're taking your kindness for weakness. You're a very nice and good-natured person, Sagittarius, but they're trying to see your face. So Spirit's warning you, don't let them see your face now. They're thinking they're going to come over there to play the game. But if they're coming there to play, you got to play the game as well. You have full permission from God to teach either one of these some very hard ASS lessons, because they're not doing the work. They're not. Neither one of them are doing the work. For all their fame and fortune, they have learned so little. That is the biggest tragedy of them all. To have come into power, what they perceive as power, but they have learned nothing. Or they have learned very little. Fire Lawrence, wise, trustworthy, caring, optimistic. I don't know about this. But then again, I don't have anything else going on with my life, so I would entertain this just to be petty. Just to be funny. Like, no, you're doing it wrong. Why are you doing this? Why did you go over there? Why didn't you call so-and-so? You need to get it together. You know, I shouldn't have to tell you this. You see, there would have been a few arguments here. The nurse look, they're taking y'all's kindness for weakness. Like, y'all, Cow Paris, narcissistic, attractive. You see, they're in this count. You know a count, right? A count is someone that is in affluence. They're in luxury. They're born into wealth. So one of these, or all of them, they were born into affluence. They expect things to go a certain way in their life. But look, narcissistic, attractive. They're both handsome or beautiful. Whoever these two are. Don't get me wrong now. Like, the way they look at you is just going to melt your heart. You know, sometimes it really is how they look at us. You know, just melts that heart away. And you feel all those feelings. But you got to be ready. Pacify, reassure, persuade, clarify, identify, and project. Firm rejection. Declare yourself when either of these two come in, because they're going to come in. Everybody's coming in March or April. I'm wondering if it also is like a lockdown that's going on, because I was getting something, a download about a stimulus check and more loans, like unemployment payments and whatnot. I was getting stuff about that the other day. Like, there's going to be stimulus money sent out and unemployment. So I think it's going to be another lockdown or something. So when this is going on, these people, look, this Taurus and this Cancer, they're going to try to run game on you, but Spirit God is giving you full permission to run game on them, because they both have to learn some hard ASS lessons. They both grew up with a silver spoon. Yeah, there goes my throat chakra. They both grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth. Like, so they need to learn. They need to learn. Sometimes individuals like this, they have to go through struggle because all their life they've had it handed to them on a silver platter. Like, this individual expects things to just be handed to them. No, that's not how life works. Some of us have had to slave away in the factory for pennies on the dollar. You know, like, some of us were literally slaving away, no air conditioning, no heat, in a warehouse somewhere, because we had no choice. That was the only work we could find, and we had to, you know, slave away, hurting our legs, our back. You know, by the time you get home, you can't even feel your feet. You have to put your feet up and whatnot. If you know, you know. Julia and Wolverine. But they think, you see, they're both, I don't even know, like, if this is even worth your time. Like, are they even going to learn anything at this point? Like, and I feel like the Nookie Nookie, they both think they're good at Nookie Nookie, but I feel like you're not going to be impressed. Like, if you engage with either one of them like that, you are not going to be impressed with the Nookie Nookie. Like, I'm just, why do y'all have to get this? Why? Why does Sagittarius have to get this, Spirit? Why? Please tell me. Page of Wands. Because these two are not growing. They're not doing the work. They're not doing the work. They're too stubborn for their own good. God is asking for your help in this one, Sagittarius. If you can do your thing and get these two to mature. Because you're the right one now. You know, you're not the one to be playing these types of games with, so you would definitely have them on the edge of their feet, but it's like God wants them to grow up. He wants them to evolve, but they're not growing up. They're not maturing. They're not evolving. They're very childish, very childlike, the both of them. They could be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. So that's why God is going to send them your way so that you handle them. But I feel like a lot of you, your intuition is going to tell you that you don't want to deal with this, and you're just going to block them and let them be to their own destiny and demise. So maybe in the next love read, something else will come out, but this is what I have for you. Is it possible for there to be like a beautiful union with either one of these two? Is it possible? Hermit. These people have to go through their lesson. They have to learn that there's more to life than just money. They're only looking at money. Money, money, money. But there is more to life than money, power, and status. There's a disconnect here. So these connections have potential, but only if they do the work, if they learn the lesson. But God is begging you to help, because He has spoken to these individuals and He doesn't know what else He can do to get them to evolve. He feels like you would really bring the reckoning, the wake-up call, you know, like He feels like you could, at the very least, if things end between you and either one of these two, at the very least you will set them on a path so that they grow, heal, and evolve and change. Sometimes we are catalysts for another person to evolve. Sometimes we're only in a person's life for a little season, but we are the catalyst that's going to finally have them evolve, finally have them change. So that's the read. They're both famous or rich, or they appear that way, but they actually don't got it like that. And God's trying to move them over to you because He wants to teach them some hard lessons through you. He wants you to be like a catalyst or something to them. While at the same time, the potential for a true union is there. But I don't know. I feel like some of you, you're going to reject both of these two and keep it moving. But that is your read, and I wish you love and light. Take care.